Right now, time for Ruth Epstein to join us with the Republican American Report. Ruth, of course, covers our area for the Republican American newspaper, rep-am.com, of course, at your newsstands or home delivery. Good morning, Ruth.
Good morning, Marshall, and happy Monday.
We've made it to another week.
We did, and it's getting busier and busier. I can feel it coming. Start off with a beautiful ceremony at the high school this past week for naming the baseball field for dear Ed Kirby. It was just a beautiful ceremony, and now there's just a magnificent scoreboard standing out in the field commemorating his memory. This is just the beginning. The alumni group and a group of others will be working all year to raise money, and they're going to rehab the whole ball field and do a lot of other things and initiatives, all in Ed's memory. So it really was a lovely time. We also, unfortunately, the body of the man who drowned in the river was found this week, as you well know, and that was after a search of, was it a week, more than a week?
They started on, what was it, Friday?
Friday.
Friday, and then, Friday into Saturday, and then Sunday they did a sonar search, and then so it was about a 4.5 day period where it took, and the body finally, of course, did what they thought it would do, which is come to the surface.
Yeah. And let's hope, Marshall, that this is not the beginning of a long, painful summer with other incidents. The selectmen and both Falls Village and Salisbury, as well as officials everywhere, are very concerned about the crowds that have come up to that area and the dangers that they put everybody in when their rescues are needed. So.
And what I saw some comments from people on Facebook wondering how the other people on the boat didn't help. What you don't understand is, according to all reports, he had blue jeans and work boots on, and the river was high. And when you go into the river with a pair of blue jeans and work boots on, and it's running fast, for anybody else to try to get in the water, they would have wound up in the same circumstance. It's not something. It's one of those weird things that happened. But the people that were in the boat, it's no fault of theirs. Just one of those things.
Right, and we know what happened. We've seen that with others trying to save people going in and losing their lives. So it's just, as I say, let's hope that's it for the year.
Yeah.
On a happier note, the Ag Ed department did a somewhat curtailed open house this past week at the high school where the VOAG kids and those in FFA demonstrate their skills and their expertise in various enterprises. And it was great. There are cows walking and horses walking the oval and flower arranging and big machinery and animals and kudos to all those kids and to their teachers. That program, as we have said all along, is really just one of the best. So that was fun, and hopefully next year it can be. They can invite more people. That's what they're hoping. We are steeped in budget meetings, and
lots of controversy in Falls Village.
Falls Village had its meeting on Friday night. The first in-person meeting I've been to since the start of the pandemic was held at the firehouse. Everybody was there 3 feet apart, and the big issue there is the economic development coordinator. The selectmen are proposing to increase the salary, and several people don't see the need, and it was quite a discussion. The Finance Board is meeting tonight. We'll go over all the comments and come up with a firm budget to present to a town meeting in, I think it's June 4th. And looking ahead, Cornwall also approved its budget, and Canaan had its hearing, and very few people at that one. And Kent approved his budget, so it's starting, or it's ending, I should say, the budget season. Okay, looking ahead, we have a Cornwall Housing Forum tonight. They're going to have a slew of experts who are going to talk about housing on various topics. Tomorrow night, the Planning and Zoning Commission in Cornwall is meeting, and as you know, they have been discussing changing the home business rules, and that has brought out tremendous, controversy, people for and against. So that will be an interesting meeting. Sharon Board of Selectmen meet tomorrow, and
So you got the Salisbury Board of Education meeting tonight.
okay,
And like you said, in Kent, tonight it's the Inland Wetlands Commission, and like you said, Sharon Board of Selectmen is today, right?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, that's right. It's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
They also have the Housing Authority in Sharon meeting tomorrow as well.
Yeah, lots of
So-
housing meetings going on.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's and actually for being May 24th, it's actually a pretty busy meeting week.
It sure is,
Yeah.
considering. And then the middle school athletics group, and I believe the
Region 1 Board of Education. They
the ABC
Yep.
meets on Wednesday. So, and then of course we come on to Memorial Day weekend, and it's going to be very interesting. Some towns are doing, very, very little. Don't want to get the crowds out. Others are doing a little more. In Cornwall, it's going to be interesting. They're having a drive-through parade. They're going to go to all the cemeteries and stop at each one for a little ceremony, and then meet at the town green. But they're urging people not to come for the ceremony, to watch it at home, to give the annual Citizens Award. The Canaan is having its parade. Salisbury is not. I'm not sure about Sharon. And Falls Village is having a little ceremony on the green. So I'm sure Sharon will have something at the Veterans Memorial.
it is much more muted this year, but
Much
next
more,
year we
yeah.
expect them all to be back full.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than last year. It's a little more active, but people are still being very careful. And there was a vaccine clinic in Canaan on Saturday, and it was very interesting. Now that it's open, there are many, many young 12-year-olds there wanting to take part in it and be able to get out there and do their thing. So that was good. That was nice to see. So, yes, Marshall, we're busy. We're on the road, and we can't Zoom as much. Won't be Zooming as much. We'll be in person, but it's good to see people and get out there.
All right, Ruth, have a good week, and we'll speak to you on if you want to come in and work on that Memorial Day. You're more than welcome to.
Yeah, well, we'll start off the day with you before I go out and take some of these pictures of parades and whatever.
All right, Ruth, I'll speak to you next week.
Thanks,
Take care.
Marshall. Take care.
Ruth Epstein from the Republican American with the Republican American Report here on Robin Hood Radio. Once again, rep-am.com.